Hey, what's up, guys? Epic Dan back up in Destiny, and I wanted to do a quick video because I needed some advice and need some help. I wanted to just come to you I wanted to come to you all real quickly on YouTube's and have a discussion about the Grasp of Malok. If you don't know what the Grasp of Malok is, it is a pulse rifle from Omnigul. If you kill Omnigul in the Will of Crota strike, when you first see her, she has a chance of dropping this pulse rifle. It's a high fire rate, low impact pulse rifle, but it's actually really good at shreds enemies because of the fire rate and everything. And some of the perks makes it some call god tier rolls, or insane, just crazy rolls. So if you've seen my last video, I've talked about it, but I want to go over. I've farmed a lot, and I've gotten about 10, I believe 9. I've gotten about 9 or 10 of these so far, and I wanted to come to YouTube's and bring a few of them. This one has rangefinder, speed reload, oil framed, and mutiny. And the main perk it has, in my opinion, is really good. Glass half full. A lot of people tell me I need to get head seeker and glass half full, or something with head seeker and some just stability perks, but we're gonna just basically go through each of these. You tell me which ones I need to keep, which ones I need to basically shard, or which ones I need to actually get, as in what perks should I get for a god tier roll or insane roll, whatever you want to call it. Something very OP. I've gotten a couple ones with head seeker, gotten a couple ones with rangefinder, gotten a couple of them with just stability perks. Feeding frenzy I've heard is really good on this one as well. If I were to pick one though, I've been trying to get one. Originally, I was going to get one with full auto and glass half full. I was told that you cannot get a glass half full and a full auto on this weapon. I know you can get glass half full. I have not seen one with full auto, so I'm just gonna go off the assumption that you can't get full auto on this until I see one with full auto. Brace frame is something I've heard is really good as well. So this one has head seeker, brace frame, grenadier. I feel like on a warlock it's not terrible because you use your grenades a lot and they're very overpowered grenades. So on a warlock I feel like having grenadier isn't terrible. But hey, what you think, just let me know in the comments. But we're gonna keep going through each of them. I'm just basically having on screen right now each of my Grasp of Malok that I've gotten so far, with the perks going through them. Some of them have stability perks, some of them don't. A couple of them have brace frame, which I think is just really good. You can just see the amount of stability, almost like a laser this thing does. Last resorts on a couple of them. I have the storms on a couple of them. Brace frame or fitted stalkers on a couple of them. A couple of them have glass half full. One of them has feeding frenzy. One of them has head seeker. So that being said, I don't know. I'm gonna keep farming because it's very, 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 very fun to farm, especially with community people. I'm part of my community. I farm it a lot. It's also good for getting weapon parts, material parts, glimmer, legendary marks as well, because you'll get some legendary stuff here and there. And if you don't want it, shard it. So there's a lot of different things that makes the farm of the Grasp of Malok and farm of Omnigul not the worst. I don't know what needs to be. I feel like this one though with last resort would be good for PvP elimination or something like that, with you being maybe last guardian standing. You get last resort, helps out with perks. I have it on my sniper, it works very well. This one was the first one I ever had that I farmed about whenever I did that original Grasp of Malok videos. This was the one I got, if I'm not mistaken, with the Exhumed, Grenadier, and oil frame. I also had something for Vex Monitors, and I believe Speed Reload. Yeah. So that was the main one I had, and I would use it for a long time. I decided to spend the last week or so farming for a better one and all that, so I'm still keep farming for one with a very insane roll. A lot of these have Iron Storm. I don't know how great that is, how useful it would be. One of my mods who was farming with me as well got one with Head Seeker, a couple of reloads, and I believe glass half full. And I was pretty jealous about that until I got one that had brace frame and a Head Seeker and something else, and he was like, "You want to trade?" And I was like, "No." This is pretty good as well. Army of One, handling, stock, speed, reload, and I believe that was disciplinarian. Yeah, disciplinarian. A couple of really good ones. So let me know, guys. We're gonna basically do a test right here, showing you the damage. Glass half full is on this one though, so you get about 145 to 150 on the head, and then after glass half full activation, you get, I feel like about 5% maybe buff. Helps a lot though, especially in PvP if you're using a glass and mallet. Comparing it to like say a 1,000-yard stare, headshot does about 2,500. Double check that. If you'll stand still, yeah, about 2,500, well 2,400 to be safe. And then comparing it to headshots, giving you about 145 to 150, and then glass half full adding on about 155, 160. If we were to throw a tether on top of that, just see how much of a damage buff we get. You get about 200. And then glass half full gives you a little higher. So that'll do it, guys. Let me know in the comment section which ones I need to keep, which ones I need to dismantle, and which ones or which perks do I need to go basically continue farming for to get. And if you want to hop over into the Twitch channel, I'm live every day. Whenever I'm doing Destiny right now with the low-end content, I've been trying to farm for perfect gear, things like that. So if you want to come farm for a grasp and mallet, come over and hang out with me in the Twitch channel. I'm live every day. I'll leave the descriptions as always below in the description box. There should be like a little annotation on screen telling you I'm live. If you're watching this during your time, I'm live as well. So just let me know what you think, guys. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you tell me which ones I need to keep, which ones I should get rid of, and which ones I should go for. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Take care.